Welcome to the very first episode of Tested Tuesday. As a tech influencer, as a content creator, or as a YouTuber, whatever it is that you want to call us, brands, companies, they want to send us out free products all the time. And 99% of the time I say, no thanks. Because A, it looks cheesy, or B, it's something that just doesn't appeal to the channel, or C, I don't think you guys would really be interested in it. But I started thinking, what if there's a diamond in the rough? What if there's a product out there that's actually really good and worth buying, and I'm just dismissing it because maybe I don't think it's good enough? So I started thinking, why not create a show called Tested Tuesday, which, by the way, as you guessed the name, every Tuesday, so make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you guys don't miss out on the next one. We're gonna be testing out a product, and we're gonna see if it's good, if it's bad, and if it's worth buying. And all of these episodes are 100% sponsored free. I am not taking any sponsored deals. These are all my opinion, and I'm gonna let you know the truth. So the very first product that I want to start off with is this cable called the Anker cable. Now on paper, this looks like an awesome cable, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this looks like the one cable that's going to rule them all, because in a world where there's no such thing as a one size fits all, we have, lightning port, we have USB Type-C, we have micro USB. There's just so many different ports. Why can't we just carry one cable? And that's essentially what this was supposed to do. So the way this works, and as you can see, the quality is actually top notch, really well built. This comes with 3 magnetic adapters. One of them is a micro USB, one of them is a Type-C, and the other one is a lightning port. And the way it works is, for example, I have an iPhone here, you just plug this into the port, and it just kind of lives there forever. You don't really see it. It doesn't really bother you that much. I mean, it's kind of there, but it's not too bad. And the same thing, I have a OnePlus here, which is completely dead. And then we're just gonna plug in the USB Type-C. Perfect, looks good. And then I don't have anything with a micro USB. Well, I do have this, but we're gonna leave this one aside. And then we're gonna use this as power to show you guys how this works. So essentially, you guys remember the old MagSafe, the adapters, which I truly love, and Apple, I don't know why you got rid of it because it was such a good design. The idea is that this is magnetic, and all you do is just kind of stick it in there. Well, there is a side that you're supposed to do, and that's the problem I have with these. It just doesn't always work. It's supposed to charge, which, as you can see, it is charging because it's letting me know that the battery is low. And that is another problem I have. But let's not talk about the problems yet. Let's just talk about functionality. So the idea is I plug this in, it's charged, or I take this on the go, and it works. Great, bingo. I'm done charging this. I can just grab my phone, my iPhone here, and then the same thing. And it's supposed to charge. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. There is supposed to be a way you're supposed to plug this in on the Lightning, and it's supposed to go this way. See, these are the little things that are annoying because Lightning really works any which way you put it in, but not this cable, or not this particular plug. So yeah, there we go. Now it's working. See, those are those small little things that I think, not so good in terms of user experience. Now, I have been testing this for several months. I really wanted this to be the cable that ruled them all, but sadly, it's not the case. A couple things I don't like about it is that it just doesn't really connect. As you can see, look. You still have to fiddle around with it because it is magnetic. There it goes. And then if you move it a little bit, it just kind of breaks and it does this. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Yeah, it's just very finicky. It's not something that works really strong. The other thing, and I think this is probably the major flaw and why I cannot recommend it, is this is sort of like, it's not really braided, but it's a metal, I don't know what you want to call this, but your fingers, the skin of your finger gets caught on it. And it gets pinched. That's the problem. Every time I would plug it in or unplug something, yeah, it hurts. This thing is violent. And why would anybody use this? I mean, if you give this to like a child and they plug it in and, the skin, here, I'll show you. See, I'm gonna show you really close the little connector, how this works. And if you stick your finger in here and your skin gets caught on it, yeah, not very good. Again, the idea, on paper, when you look at it and you think about it, it's brilliant. Why didn't I think about this? But in a practicality, everyday use, not so good. Also, whenever you come around, let's say you don't bring your cable with you and then you forget, and then you need to ask somebody to borrow one, you need to start doing this. You need to take this off, and then you lose it, and you don't know where it's at. Yeah. So overall, do I like the cable? I think it's a great idea, but it sucks. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the very first episode of Tested Tuesday. Make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on the next one. Catch me on Instagram at Mondo Bytes if you guys want to see behind the scenes. Thanks again for watching, and you will catch me in the next one. Adios.